What's up, sweetheart?
Hey, baby.
How's it going with you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
You like my
I,
makeup today?
it's on point. It's on point. I know when you saw me put my little button up shirt, you was like, "Oh, you putting on the shirt?" I said, "Yeah." So I'm here. Had to change my clothes a little bit. A lot of y'all know I wear the same clothes every day. Same clothes, same grind. Just a
It's a
different time.
different.
Every day, you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me throw on a little button up shirt for y'all today, man. But it is Monday, man. It was some good weather out there today.
Yeah, it's some really, 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 really good weather.
Man, it was about 40 degrees today. When I went out, I said, "Yeah, we in there, man." Yeah, it was about 40 degrees. There was a lot more people outside today than usual. Everybody else usually be at home or be bundled up in the house somewhere.
I know.
So what's
But
going on with
everybody
you?
was out. Everybody was out. It was a good walk day. It was just a good day, period.
Knock it off, sweetheart. You know you ain't walking nowhere.
You want to be disrespectful?
I'm just saying. You said it was a nice walk day.
It
Where you walk
was.
to, baby? Where you walk to?
I did laundry today.
You was in the car.
I
I'm
had to carry
listening.
all those bags by myself.
Wow, you took one bag one by one. Keep going.
No, I took two bags and plus a bin. Don't play me. You don't try to play me, okay?
You did not take no
Don't try to
tote
play
to
me.
the laundromat.
Instagram. The Holmes Network Instagram. Head over to the link in the description and listen to how my husband's trying to play me right now. Like head over there right now and listen to this. Yes, he's trying to play me. Head over there. See how.
Be quiet, silly. Um, yo, you know what I want to talk about right now is the laundry.
Why?
Remember when because the machine broke, we didn't realize like one of the smallest
How
things
important is
about
having a machine in the
having a
house?
machine. Oh man, let me explain something to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I For me to go to the laundromat is very rare. You know what I'm saying? And it's very rare. So having to have a machine breaking down on us and then a new machine coming, but they couldn't connect it. So now we're without a wash machine, but the dryer still works.
Right?
Even though the dryer still works, going to the laundry machine, I want to say thumbs up to those who go to the laundromat because
It's
washing
a
clothes
headache.
at the laundromat, man, I don't see how some people could do it, man. It's a lot, man.
It's definitely a headache. It's a big, big headache, and I'll be like dreading. This light is so bright. Oh,
That's because you leaning in. Back up some.
I feel like I'm super bright. Okay,
No, just
there we go.
okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? Hold that thought.
Yeah, go ahead, fix it. What I was saying about with the laundry, man. Going to the laundromat, it has definitely been something a little bit different because when we went to the laundromat, they use the basket. So when you're using those baskets, all I'm thinking about was somebody else dirty clothes was in this basket. Somebody else underwear was in this basket. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It was so much germs that I'm thinking. I mean, because some you could catch something anywhere you go. I don't care where you at. You go to the hotel and catch bed bugs. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Bed bugs is everywhere. Remember a few years back, like around 2010, it was a real big bed bug outbreak around
Mm-hmm.
2010. Man, I remember that, man, because I had to spend the night at the hotel. The bugs was definitely in the apartment that I was staying in. And I remember
Crazy.
one time I went to go get a my car fixed. I think I had to get some new brakes. And when I went in there, you know, like how they tell you to go sit down. Like now, I don't go sit on anybody. Like if I go get my car fixed, I
Mm-hmm.
don't go sit on nobody couch. So what happened is this day when they said okay, when I had to wait on the brakes to get fixed, I went in there and I sat down. At first, I'm like, I don't want to sit down because the couch it looked clean, but it was like one of those auto mechanic couch. You know what I mean? You ever been to the auto mechanic and they had them couches?
It's nasty.
Yeah, it was sometimes it'd be like a little bit in between dirty and clean. You know what I'm saying? Combined, because you like in your mind, you like, all right, boom, this the
It's the
mechanic
auto
shop.
place. It's the
Yeah,
auto place.
this mechanic shop. You expect for some grease stains to get on it, and I mean it's regular. I left out of there, man. Before I got in the house, somebody noticed a bed bug on me, and I said it was so good that they saw the bed bug before I even got into the apartment, and that was a few years back. But man, when you got some bed bugs, and especially when you go into the laundromat, man, you definitely have to be careful. So going to the laundromat again, if you go to the laundromat, man, I give you some thumbs up, man, because that's one of the places that I'm like,
I
nah.
dread it all the time. I learned my lesson, never go on a weekend. We learned that lesson last time we went. But I dread it because I'm just like, oh my God, I can't just go downstairs. I gotta carry these bags to laundromat, put them inside of the hamper, put them inside of these washing machines. And sometimes the washing machines smell like mildew. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then you got a ton of people there. And it's just an environment you don't want to be involved in. You just want to get out of there as quick as possible. So being at our dryer works, we just started it. We'll wash them there and dry them home, so we don't have to sit here. Like it's ugh.
Yeah. But again, to those who do go to the laundromat, I say, man, I give you a thumbs up because the laundromat, I mean, for me, it's just not the place for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though right now we going to the laundromat because our machine broke like about a month and a half ago. So I say kudos to y'all, man. But besides that, man, I had a wonderful week. You know what I'm saying? Corinna's turned 9 years old. I mean, hey man, happy birthday to all of those who birthday coming up. Happy birthday to all the Aquarius out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So Corinna celebrated her 9th birthday and we went to Legoland Hotel. And I had a good time. I had a wonderful time. I never thought I would have a wonderful time at Legoland Hotel, but it was dope. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been before, definitely go to Legoland Hotel. But you cannot go with your significant other. You do have to go with a child.
Yeah,
if you do not go with a child, they will not let you in.
Yeah, they make sure when you go there to check in, they ask that question. Do you have kids? Are you here with your kids? You cannot. They will not let you stay there if you do not have kids at all.
Yeah, but it was a wonderful experience. It's been many years since I jumped on the couch and hopped around on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of videos on my Instagram page that y'all can check out where, I was hopping over couches, man. I felt like a little kid all over again, man. And it was, yeah, I definitely was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I was just enjoying the fruits of my labor. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I figured, even though we was there to celebrate a birthday party, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, just enjoying myself, man. And being surrounded by a bunch of Legos, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the kids smiling, happy. You know what I mean? Sometimes we be so consumed with working sometimes that sometimes we do forget to enjoy the fruits of our labor.
I'm putting up your Instagram name.
Okay, that's cool. So what you think about the hotel?
I love the hotel because you know how I get where I get the yelling and screaming because I don't want y'all to run around and jump around and stuff like that. So the fact of the matter that the kids can just run and just go and nobody says anything, that's the part that I love. I love that they could just roam free and run around and all that good stuff. I love that part.
They can actually throw Legos all over the hotel. They could trade Legos. They also have a master builder at the
Yes.
hotel.
Mhm.
Even inside of the elevator, it's like a disco party inside of the elevator. They have disco balls inside of it.
Every room
Inside,
is
I
a different
mean,
theme. I mean, every floor is a different theme. And I like. Remember when we first got there, they had a treasure hunt for the kids
yeah, it was a treasure hunt in the room.
inside of the room. That was
Um,
pretty cool.
the adults side is on this side. You have the bathroom, then you have the kids side. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like the adults and the kids sleep in a separate section. Only thing that's blocking in between them is the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was dope. The breakfast was good. I
Yeah,
can't
they had a
deny
breakfast
that.
buffet.
The bed definitely was
Oh
awesome. The
my
bed and the pillow. I can't tell y'all the last time I've been in a bed that
That's
was even.
soft.
And you know what? We were like, yeah, we wonder what kind of bed this is. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Because we do have to get some new mattresses soon. So we were like, we wonder what kind of bed that is. We even though we ain't find out, we got to look into getting a better bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We
You
just
know what I
said it.
mean?
We didn't go researching or finding out or whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
might call the hotel next.
but it definitely was a beautiful thing, man. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
the pool. It had Legos, like these soft Legos you put together inside the pool. These big Legos. I enjoyed that.
You can make a whole Lego build inside of the hotel as you're in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And
it
my
it
Legoland was walking distance.
yeah, it definitely was dope. We're gonna definitely go back again because that's like a kid dream come true. I mean, it was my just seeing it, I was just like, oh man. Well, the next time we go, I want to at least stay for like this time we stayed 4 days. The
Yeah,
next time, the
we
next
had to
time
go extra day. Remember?
yeah, the next time,
Kids,
man,
oh my
we
God, the kids did not want to leave.
not they dead. Next time we got to stay at least like a 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's a long time. I get homesick after a while.
We met a family there.
Mm-hmm. Met some
The
friends.
family, all of their kids are homeschooled. They have 4 kids. Every last one of them are homeschooled, and we learned some things just from talking to them about having kids that are homeschooled. Um, we learned some things. The lady told us about different things, and and they traveling for about 3 weeks, so they're gonna be on vacation for 3 weeks just because their kids are homeschooled. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it's definitely a lot going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Just anywhere in general. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to doing homeschool because of the traveling. Being that we want to travel more, and I know Corinne wants to travel more. Homeschool seems like the best option, not just for the traveling part. You got to just look at what they're learning in school and compare it to what we could teach at home for her to be able to progress, you know, later on in life, that they're not teaching in school. But meeting that family was very educational, very educational. Because we got to look at life on the other side, in my opinion. Knowing that they go months at a time, and this time they're going a whole month. They planned out the activity for the kids. They planned out what hotels they want to go to, what cities they want to go to, and they just got in the
Hmm.
car and they go. They go, and you know what did she say? The trips considered like their field trips for the kids.
Yeah, basically what it is, what I'm saying, when you're dealing with homeschooling for your kids, it's basically like, okay, instead of giving your kids the access of seeing things on a book, just take them there. You know what I'm saying? I remember about like maybe the reason why I started going a little deeper in thought of the homeschooling aspect is because about 2 months ago, it was a paper that Corinna's came and had, and the paper was like it was about the Mississippi River and how long it was and how far it goes. I think it was the Mississippi River. It was one of those rivers, but basically this river is like the longest river in the world. Well, in the United States, one of the biggest rivers in the United States, and it's used to transport a lot of things back and forth in the sea. So it came to my mind like, wow, we reading about this on the paper.
When
Why
we
not
can
just
actually
go
see
there?
it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always a better thing to be able to take your kid to certain places so they can be able to experience it as opposed to being able to just read about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to reading, sometimes we often forget when it's not even a photogenic memory that we have. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to a piece of paper, we learn it for that second or for that moment, and after that, we don't need it no more because of the fact being we just learned it for that moment.
I
So you
agree.
know what I'm saying. So when you're dealing with basically homeschooling, it definitely has its pros and it definitely have its pros to it. You know what I'm saying. And I think when it comes to life in general, I think that us as human beings, we are already automatically taught to go to school from eight to. We automatically taught to get up. Our schedule is basically to get up every morning about 7 o'clock in the morning, be to school by 8:15. You know what I'm saying? In between that time, we gotta have breakfast in between
Mhm.
7:30 to 8 o'clock. So we automatically train to do these things in our everyday life. That by the time we become an adult, we do the same thing that we didn't even realize out of all of these years. We didn't even see nothing that happened in that textbook. We still talk about traveling. We still talk about having fun, but we didn't do anything through those years. All we did was read a textbook, and now what we're doing right now is learning and preparing ourselves to be able to work at a job. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to certain things, we gotta be able to reprogram our thoughts to be able to live differently. Because if we don't, we'll be tiring ourselves out, and our kids will already be enslaving themselves mentally to the point where they're already trained to be able to say, okay, I got to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to this 9 to 5. Even though right now, and a lot of things are definitely changes when it comes to the job and the market field right now. So to be honest, a lot of things that we do learn in school, we could be able to learn on our own. You know what I'm
True.
saying? At this day and era, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things doesn't necessarily have to be the schooling aspect, or even the employment aspect, because we can create our own jobs and we create our own education. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things that I do is basically was self-taught, and a lot of times, a
Me
lot of the
too.
education that I learned was a lot of self-taught too as well.
Me
You know
too.
what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. It's not. It's in life, man. It's nothing. It's the best thing is to be able to do is to be able to commit to yourself to say, you know what I'm saying. I want to grow for me, as opposed to going to learn certain things from other people that might steer you in the wrong direction. Not saying that teachers are the worst thing to be, but I'm just saying when it comes to education, when we go to school, we don't learn self-esteem. We don't learn anything about confidence. We don't learn anything about growth and development. We don't learn about how to be able to deal with our emotions. We don't learn on how to be able to protect our heart instead of using our hands. We're not taught these things when it comes to school. You know what I'm saying?
And every school is different because you was telling me when you guys was in PA that they didn't even do Black History Month for Corinnes.
Nah, they didn't do. There was no Black History Month. Martin Luther King birthday wasn't a holiday, and it depends on where you at. You know what I'm saying? So I could say maybe her school didn't do it because 99% of the kids are Caucasian. You know what I mean? So it was like,
No use, they felt like, I guess.
yeah, yeah, basically like, okay, well, he was no impact to us. But that's gonna take us a little bit off subject about what we're gonna be talking about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're gonna be talking about is traveling. I don't see the whole traveling and living. You have to read it, baby. I can't see the whole thing. Only you know
So,
what you put up there.
so traveling and basically living your best life and being a business owner, as well as even if you're not a business owner and you have a full-time job and you just don't know how to save and budget your money to travel. I've learned because I was one that used to think that you needed all this money just to go on a trip, like thousands and thousands of dollars just to go on a trip. And that's not technically true whatsoever. So I've learned from my husband that you don't need a lot. You put what $25 a week aside until you're ready.
Excuse me. Let me explain the thing. Let me explain the process of everything.
Why
Okay.
do you have to cut me off?
I wasn't cutting you off because you explained it wrong. That's the wrong thing.
Well, then when I'm done, you can go back and correct it. Don't just cut me off. Don't do that. Anywho, it was what $25 for what?
No, go ahead. Keep saying what you're talking about.
Put money aside weekly until you get a certain amount of money to be able to go on your trip. Then, okay, prime example. My husband looks for, I don't know if you want me to tell you your little secrets on credit.
All right, so let me talk about my own thing, okay? I don't want you putting out stuff about what I do without putting the correct information. So whatever you want to say about what you want to say about for you, then go ahead. But don't say what I taught you because I don't want you to be able to misinterpret anything that I said to be able to put it out to the universe. I'd rather say it myself, baby, because you're already messing up on what I want to say.
It's not about what you want to say. It's about what I learned from you. There's a difference. Now, if I learned this from you, you can go back and correct it.
No, no. I don't want you to just say. You don't have to say what you learned from me. Not right now until I say what it is.
You see what he be doing? You see what he be doing, right? He be shutting me down. You see him, right? You see him over there shutting me down.
I'm not shutting you down.
You are shutting me down. Anywho. In my experience with traveling so far, because I want to travel the whole United States before I turn 50. Not including, I do want to go outside of the country, go to islands and things of that nature. But I literally want to travel the whole United States and explore different cities that nobody goes to. When people think about vacation, they go to the major. They go to Miami. They go to Cali, LA, Mexico, Bahamas. They don't think about the great things that we have in little towns. And that's what I want to explore. I want to explore these little towns, see what they have to offer, see what like museums, things of that nature that can be educational that people look over. That's what I really want to do. That's my goal.
When it comes to the traveling aspect, she was explaining it to y'all wrong. What it is you know what I'm saying. The both of us are both we're both independent. You know what I'm saying. We both each have our own businesses. If y'all don't know me myself, my name is Keem. We are live every Monday. If this is your first time coming into this chat, we are live every Monday at 8 p.m. over here at the Holmes Network. Um, that's my sweetheart, my wife over there, LaFawn Holmes on Instagram. She do hair care as well as makeup too as well.
Sure.
Okay, looks good, baby. Now back it up, please. Back it up. All right, so check it. The way how to be able when we talk about traveling, a lot of times we don't realize that the littlest things adds up. What it is that what we do is I tell her to give me $25 a day. She give me 25 a day. I put 25 a day. That's $300 a week. Times that by 4, that's $1,200 a month. That right there could go towards your trip. That could go. So let's say, for instance, you want to have the trip. Let's say you want to have a trip every month.
That's okay.
It's possible because of the fact being you are putting $25 a week away a week. So let's say, for instance, maybe. So let's say, for instance, maybe you wanted to go to. Let's say she just said Miami. We know you can get to Miami. Miami's like a real cheap trip. You could go to Miami round trip with a hotel and a car for about $400 each. So that's $800. We got a hotel. We got a hotel, and as well as we have a car. And we caught the flight. When we get there, now we have $400 left. All right. So what's the best thing to do? Okay, keep it to. Let's say you want to keep it to the minimum, or let's say you just want to splurge out on a bunch of food. Well, splurge out on a bunch of food. Get some spend, bring other money that you other bring more money that you didn't have inside of your budget. Because mind you, even though you're putting away $25 per day, you still gonna bring more money with you. That's the money that you put being that y'all together. That's the money that y'all put together to be able to put that 50-50. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you are in a marriage or a relationship or whatever you are, you each are a 50 to another. You know what I'm saying? My other half. You know what I mean? So we always have to be able to have that other half. So we say, okay, all right, so and that's how it works. It's about budgeting. Um what I tell people all the time, even when it comes to being able to save, what I used to do is I used to tell people it doesn't take much to save. Like you could put $10 away for 30 days, you know what I'm saying? And within 10 months you got $3,000. Or you could put $30 away for 10 months. Did I just say 10 days just now? Why didn't you wasn't even paying attention?
I was paying attention. I was
If you
listening.
put if you put if you put $30 away for 30 days, that's $900 a month. Times that by 10 months, you got $9,000. The thing is that when it comes to people, we don't know how to save, put money to the side, and be able to do the things that we want. You know what I'm saying? Even when it even comes to bills, like the way how I usually balance out my bills, is that it's if I have a credit card, if I have three credit cards, each credit card the minimum payment might be $30 a month. So instead of paying $30 a month, I would set all of my accounts up within my bank account. So instead of me giving my credit cards $30 a month, I would in turn give them $30 a week. $30 a week for three credit cards is $90. Then also we also gonna have our other bills that is aside from that. So basically, you're paying more on towards. Am I going a little bit off? I'm going a little bit off track for y'all because we ain't talking about credit cards. We talking about traveling. So go ahead,
Right.
baby.
I
Talk to
mean,
him.
you're also talking about how to budget your money so you can travel. So that's still in the same boat.
Nah.
See, my
Yeah.
husband's good at budgeting. I'm not. I used to have a method of budgeting, but my definition of budgeting and saving was, to have splurge money on food. So I had to get rid of that. My husband said, no, 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 no. So I have to learn how to actually budget my money properly. And to do that, it's just to give it to him. That's all.
Yeah. When we talk about budgeting, we have to realize that a lot of people um don't budget. They live within a moment, not realizing that you have to be able to do what you have to do in that moment to solidify for your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What I tell people all the time is like I don't live. I'm even if I do live in the moment, I can't live in the moment for too long because the future comes so fast. Um, we cannot spend money foolishly because of the fact being we don't know what tomorrow might bring. So you got to have like a little cushion that could be able to. What I was always told is that try to have at least 5 months of your bills in advance, just in case if something was to ever happen. 5 months in advance. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of people that live check to check. You know what I'm saying? And even for those that do live check to check, you could be able to do something with $200. You know what I'm saying? $300. Go get you the smallest room on a weekday that's gonna have a pool inside of there. Take you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend, and y'all get to where y'all want to go. You know what I'm saying? Um, me, I have always been one that like to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a lot of things since I was, you know what I'm saying, a little younger. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my own since I was 19. So my traveling and my ventures of life have to deal with me just being able to want more for myself, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have the financial stability as well as the freedom to be able to move around freely as I would want to do, as opposed to wanting to spin around in the way how people would like for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I live life on my own terms. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best way to do is to be able to live life on your own terms and be able to move at your own leisure time. You know what I'm saying? Without having no overhead or nobody telling you that you can't do it. So what do you think?
I agree with the living life on your own terms and not having to have, we talked about that before, overhead and things of that nature. When people, okay, we're going to rewind a little bit to, a show that we did before when talking about when people have a full-time job or a part-time job, they can't get off, they can't do this, they can't do that, they can't even call to make sure that their kids is okay, they can't do any of that. So the reason for this particular live was to teach you that you can own your own business, maintain your own business, and still budget while you travel the world. It does not have to break your pocket. Your bills will always be paid if you do it correctly. Keep that in mind if you do it correctly. If your bills ain't paid, you don't need to be traveling, first and foremost. Don't do that because you're going to come home and not have a home. Anywho, just overall independence. That's another thing dealing with homeschool. To me, going the homeschool route is kind of comparable to going the independent route dealing with business. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
So that goes hand in hand. Now that I think about that, that goes hand in hand. Traveling.
Traveling to what?
Because I was scared to travel. I was scared to travel because I thought I didn't have the money to travel prior to us, being together. I thought that, and you showed me, okay, oh, you spend money on these little things, you spend money on food, that money can go here, that money can go there. I see it now. I see it now dealing with the last trip that we did. I barely spent money and I had a little bit of coin. I had a little bit of coin. You said I was holding out on you, which that wasn't the case. But I made sure that I prioritized. And that was a really good feeling. When you prioritize, it's a really good feeling. Don't smirk at me. When you prioritize, it's an excellent feeling. You gotta either pick. Let me turn this off. You gotta pick between this restaurant or putting that money aside to go to the Bahamas in a few months, or, oh, do I really need this shirt? Or do I want to put that money aside to go to Vegas? Things of that nature. And my husband get good deals too. Let's not even talk about the money aspect. When you actually shopping for deals and not just booking anything and not to say waste your money, but I guess you could say waste your money. Because I would be the one, I'm be honest, I'll be the one if I would have booked and be like, oh my God, this hotel cost $400 a night. Oh, I can't afford this. Instead of searching and finding this deal on the same type of hotel and get it for like $100 a night. It's all of how you do things, not what you do, but how you do it.
I think when we talk about traveling, um, we're talking about traveling to the point where you could be able to travel, live free, come home to a clean household, bills not backed up, bills paid up. What I tend to see was that a lot of people would go spend all their money and have to wait for their next check to come in to be able to do the next thing. You know what I'm saying? What I tell people, don't live beyond your means, because when you live beyond your means, you're not going to be able to have that steak and lobster that you want to have on Monday. You know what I mean? The thing is, you want to be able to say, all right, boom, I might have went somewhere, but I still got money in my pocket. I might have went somewhere, but I still invested some money in my business. I might have went somewhere, but I still all of my, you know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere, come back, your household clean, your bills are still paid, and you don't have to rush to work to be able to make that money back. I used to always see that on Facebook when I used to scroll through the news feed. People are there going on vacation. They'd be like, back from my vacation, time to make the money back. What was the
Yeah,
sense of going?
I hear a lot.
You know what I'm saying? What was the sense of going? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Me personally, I like to move around and travel as much as I can, as well as I like to move around and work as much as I can. See, the thing is with my job is that I could travel anywhere with my job. You know what I'm saying? So I have the financial freedom to be able to travel, make money, and enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? It's been times that I have been out to bike week. My bike week is every May and Myrtle Beach, and I would go down there. So I would sell my merchandise, and then at night I'll be at a restaurant or in a club, and you'll think that I'm vacationing, but
So
I'm vacationing and traveling, huh?
you work and play at the same time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I make my money during the daytime. I will make my money during the daytime. Make my money sometimes at the clubs that I'm in, or either I work both times. The morning, the clubs. After I finish in the club, then I go chill, relax. Me
How
to come.
long do you work for?
Oh,
Bless you.
bless me. How long do I would I work for?
Yeah. From like, would you do like from 6 a.m. to like 5 p.m. and then go have fun?
Nah. I would to you know what I'm saying to
Or would
me.
would you put your goal at a certain amount of money a day and then you go have fun?
Okay, take me for example. All right, me, I'm one person. When I go somewhere and I'm working, I'm a single man. So with me being a single man and I'm working, what I would do, I go get a car rental. The car rental gonna run me maybe about $30 a day, right? $30 a day. I'm gonna load my trunk up with all my merchandise. I'm gonna put all my shirts. I'm gonna put my hats, whatever. I'm gonna put my clothing line in there, right? I set it up. I set everything up in the trunk. I might set up maybe 100 t-shirts, 100 hats. I go down there, everything set up, 100 t-shirts, 100 hats. Boom. I get down there, find it. I know the spots because I know where everybody gonna be at because I've been there before. I know the spots. So what I do is I get down there. Now, mind you, to keep in mind, all right, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all the real raw deal with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. All right. When I get to my location, it might have took me maybe driving wise, it might have took me like 8 hours. Once I get to my location, boom, get to my location, get to the spot. I set up. I set up. I don't take no nap. I don't take no nothing. I just set up. As soon as I set up, getting busy on them, getting busy on them. All right. As I'm getting busy on them, maybe the nighttime came. So maybe this might be a Thursday. I know stuff ain't really jumping off till Friday and Saturday. Boom, nighttime came. Now I'm hitting up spots that check cashing place, hair braiding spots. A lot of places where we go to these hair braiding spots that's out of town. Sometimes those hair braiding spots don't really close to like 2 o'clock in the morning. So while everybody else sleeping, I'm at beauty parlors, check cashing spots that's 24 hours, gas stations, getting busy. Friday, now, what I did, being that I'm one single person when I go by myself and I got a car rental, what I do, I sleep in the car. I work that Thursday, I'm sleeping in the car, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? This has to deal with me being, you know what I'm saying, who I am, definition of a hustler. You know what I'm saying? That's my YouTube channel too as well. So boom, I sleep in the car. When I sleep in the car, mind you, I didn't sleep in the car for the whole night because I didn't finish working until like maybe about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I probably took a nap in the car. Once I took that nap, woke up 6:30. Boom. I don't need a long sleep because I came down there to grind. I came down there to grind, get money, and have fun at the same time. Get up 6:30 in the morning, go to Walmart bathroom, bang out, brush my teeth, wash, you know what I'm saying? Wash my face, get right, get them under, you know what I mean? Get right on them. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
Go to
think
the
you're
Waffle,
a homeless man.
huh?
I said they don't think you're a homeless man. It's a joke.
Nah, I go into the family bath. Nah, I ain't doing that in front of people, man. I be at the family bathroom. All right, you know what I'm saying? Leave out of there. By that time, it's like, by that time, maybe it's about like 7:15. You know what I'm saying? About 7:15. I'm at the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? We already know the Waffle House, you get a whole meal from the Waffle House for like less than $10. Your whole meal at the Waffle House, $10. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all this whole recipe. I told y'all the car rental was $30 a day. The gas it took me to get down there was probably like maybe about $50. All right, $50 in gas because I might have filled up maybe mine because I'm getting a little small car. We already know them little small cars fill up for about $25 anyway. All right, boom. Get down there. You know what I'm saying? So now, so Thursday I work. You know what I mean? I work that whole day. Friday, now I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I done changed my clothes, freshened up. I'm chilling. I'm at the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Then I hit them gas stations. Then I hit them barber shops. Then I hit all of them places, right? By that time, people getting off work. Now we got people coming into the town. Now we got the real tourists coming in. See, when I go to places, they don't look at me as a tourist because I blend in with the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like I live there. I'm grinding. I'm traveling.
You go to East City?
No, I just stay in the community where the event is going on. But like I'm telling you about Bike Week. They got Black Bike Week in May. You know what I'm
No,
saying? It's always
you said you blend in. You don't look like a tourist. Do you do research before you go?
no. I used to do research before I went, but now I don't need to do research because I know exactly where I'm going. Like I know a lot of avenues. You know what I'm saying? Being that I have my own clothing line and my job allows me to travel and do my sales and marketing of my brand. Basically, I've been a lot of places where I could just be able to go. You know what I'm saying? Move swiftly. So you know what I'm saying? So on Friday during the daytime, I'm getting busy. I'm getting money. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. By 6 o'clock, I'm like mellowing down. You know what I'm saying? Probably get me some dinner, eat some dinner. You know what I'm saying? By that time, maybe 8 o'clock, that's when the clubs start getting crazy. Everybody out. Like you can find when we talk about these places during the summertime, we talk about like people necessarily not in the club. You get people that's on the street, people on the block, people in front of the bars, people creating a party on the street, on the curb, on the sidewalk, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real cool vibe. You know what I'm saying? So my job, you know what I'm saying? My job, my career, it allows me to be able to have that freedom to be able to work, have fun, travel, and be able to invest and build my brand without a billboard, without paid advertisement, without other people shipping and marketing this product because I'm bringing it to the people. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm bringing it to the people, I become my own promoter. I become my own free traveling agent. You know what I'm saying? And I become my own sacrificer. You know what I'm saying? Because every time that I'm building up my dream and my vision, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going any and every way to do it. When we have people that come to these events, we don't know where they're going back to. You know what I'm saying? Because
For the people, if they have a career or business where they're able to work anywhere that they go, do you recommend that they work while they on vacation, or vacation should be strictly vacation?
well, I think it depends on what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let's say me personally, me for example, right? Um, my brand, good guidance. You know what I'm saying? Again, if this is your first time coming to the channel, my name is King with the Dream. I'm on Instagram every day of the week. Good guidance.biz is the channel. You can check out some of my merchandise on there. Also, you can go to www.goodguidance.biz. And I'm also on Instagram as King with the Dream. Me, like I said, I have my own clothing line. So being that I have my own clothing line, on my brand, a lot of my shirts have writing on it. You're always gonna see my logo. So if I go somewhere, let's say maybe I go somewhere like South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. I don't know who I might meet in South Carolina that might have came to this festival or this event, and they came from Jamaica somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or they came from Puerto Rico somewhere
And you want them to
or Dominican Republic.
your
I'm
logo.
gonna take my product there because of the fact being these people came to this festival and this event. We talking about millions of people that come to these events. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about millions of people that come to these events, we must take our product there because we don't know who might be there that could take our product to another level. So my advice is this: when you are a person that do sales and marketing of your brand, of your clothing line, bring that brand with you. Work your merchandise during the day. At night, you could be in the clubs, networking with people, talking to people because we know at night a lot of people they get, you know what I'm saying, they get a little drunk, a little tipsy. So
Is
you
this
know what I'm saying, you
while
won't be able to
you're
talk to them.
or with
Huh?
family? Is this is while being by yourself on vacation, or this is with family on vacation?
No, it's by yourself. That's why I said me. If when I go out, I'm a single man. I'm a single person. That's why I could be able to sleep in the car by
You ain't a single
myself.
man.
Huh?
I say you ain't a single man.
Now I'm talking about
I know.
basically on how I'm rolling.
I know by yourself. I know.
Yeah.
I asked that question because I didn't want the viewers to get confused about traveling because some people are coming into the room and they might not heard what you said prior to that's why I re-asked that question about being with family or being by yourself and traveling and working at the same time.
Oh, if you are just coming into the group, we appreciate y'all for coming in. We are live every Monday at 8 p.m. This is the Holmes Network. My name is King with the Dream. That right over there is my wife, LaFawn Holmes. You could check her out too as well on Instagram. She's a hair care professional. Cater to your crown every day of the week, 7 days of the week. Well, not 7 days, except for Sunday. But you cater, well, it is 7 days a week too, because you do cater to your crown 7 days of the week. So, yes, you do. Um, if you are coming into the room and you didn't get to see the majority of this video, you can also go back and just rewatch it again or give the video a share. So, what do you think about things that we have planned? I mean, you don't have to say things that we have planned coming up, but just what do you think about what we're going to be doing in the near future?
Smile.
Huh?
I say you see this smile.
Yeah.
I felt really, really good. Was it last week when I said I wanted to book something for you? Like we alternate planning our trips. And it was my turn to plan something. Didn't know when I wanted to do it or whatever, but I had to look at the schedule because we had a lot of things going on this month, a whole lot of things going on this month. And up until March, we had a lot of things going on. So planning this trip, I like trips that mean something. I like
Yeah.
trips that the little things count. I like trips that you're not just going somewhere just to go. There's a meaning behind it. So the trip that I planned for you, there's a meaning behind it. So I'm enjoying this traveling thing. I'm very much so enjoying it. Because this world is so big, it's so many things out there, it's so many opportunities out there, so many experiences out there, and to be married to you and be able to experience those things to you is going to be a very great thing. So I'm very much so excited about what's to come, and I'm ready to plan our events past March. We booked up until March, but after March, I'm ready to see what's next, where we're going next.
Yeah. It's always a good thing just to be able to what was so weird was the last time that I actually been on a flight. Wow, man, it might have been maybe mm, maybe about like I can't even tell you. It's been a while. The last time I've been on a flight might have been like 14 years ago.
Wow, for me it was daddy. So yeah, that was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, and and just being on a flight, it just was. I'm like, all right, boom, I need to get back into the zone of being used to this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the line, I grew up, and with me growing up, it allowed me to. I can't say that I grew up, but like previously before, what I used to do was I used to spend a lot of money on vacationing, and I would always make sure that during this time I had rent during this time. So we talking about maybe 14 years ago, I had rent. So during this time, I would just pay my rent, but I wouldn't pay my electricity bill. I was one of those people that I was just talking about previously before. I would only pay my rent, but I wouldn't pay my electricity bill. I wouldn't pay my. At this time, we had house phones. We also had cell phones too, but the house phones were still a big thing back then. I wouldn't pay my house phone bill. I wouldn't pay my cable bill. I just would just pay the rent. You know what I'm saying? So I think at that time I was spending money a lot more foolishly at that time. You know what I'm saying? And the whole world was just a party for me. As
Mm.
I got a little older, I learned how to balance my funds a little more. And in the midst of me balancing my funds, I said, you know what? It's not. I shouldn't be traveling right now because I was still balancing my funds. So it might have took me about maybe a good a few years to be able to know how to be able to balance. You know what I'm saying? Balance money, be able to put certain things to the side every day and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna have to spend, and this is what I'm gonna put to the side for this, and this is what I'm gonna put to the side for my bills every week. You know what I'm saying? Because when we talk about bills, we must always have to prioritize our bills. And if we have bills that are maybe, let's say our bills maybe are $4,000 a month, and instead of saying, okay, I got to pay $4,000 on May 3rd, and today is April 1st, we already know we got to pay our bills $4,000 on May 3rd. Don't just get the $4,000 that week. Divide that 4,000 divided it by 30, and that'll tell you how much you have to make every day to be able to have that 4,000. So that way you won't be struggling that whole week.
That's
I
called
think
discipline, though. Discipline when being able to save your money. What advice would you give to that? Because I struggle with that.
I would say, as far as to save your money, I definitely would say to just stop doing the things that you like to do. Take away some of your enjoyment and just become humble. Just become content. You know what I'm saying? What I used to do years ago was that I would eat. Let's say, for instance, if I wanted Pizza Hut, I
Mm-hmm.
used I used to love I used to love Pizza Hut years ago. I used to love Pizza Hut. So we talking about when I get Pizza Hut, I'm talking about a stuffed crust pizza, some garlic bread with the cheese. You know what I'm saying? So I would spend $20 on Pizza Hut. That would last me for Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, I probably get me maybe some chicken. So let's say maybe $20 Monday and Tuesday. Another $20 Wednesday and Thursday. Another $20 Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday I probably cook something. So out of that whole week, I probably might have spent like maybe $80 on food. I don't need to spend. If I spend $80 on food times that by four, that's $320. I learned how to discipline myself where I'm not eating that amount. I'm not eating $80 worth of food per week. Where
Mm-hmm.
everybody, a lot of people don't realize, and what they don't realize is that we live beyond our means. A whole thing of chicken legs. You get a whole thing of chicken legs, about maybe 14 chicken legs in a pack for like $4. You know what I'm saying? You can get a $4. I mean, with our household, it's three of us. Even though she like chicken, you like chicken wings.
I love chicken wings more
You know what
than.
I'm saying? I like flats, but I tell you, when I turned 19 and I was in my own apartment, all I ate was chicken legs. I would get the chicken legs for $4. It would be like maybe about 14. It's about 14 to 16 chicken legs in a chicken. I would get those. I would get the Velveeta shell. So I would eat that chicken for that whole week. I eat two pieces of chicken legs for 7 days straight. So what I would do, The first day I might fry the chicken. Second day I might barbecue it. Third day I might boil it. The fourth day I might put on the stove with some garlic and butter. You know what I'm saying? Just cooking it. And then on our seventh day, I might refry it again. You know what I'm saying? And my meal and them chicken legs only cost me $4.50. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to prioritize our money, but I had learned to be able to prioritize my money like that because like I said, when I was on my own at 19, I had to learn on how to cook for myself, how to be able to do things for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother has told me once I move out, I can't come back. You know what I'm saying? So I was taught that discipline from a young age to be able to do for myself, had that independence. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what it means to even sacrifice or even try to figure out on how to ways to even save. You know what I'm saying? That's why even today now, you know what I'm saying? Like if I had one of those days or maybe one of those weeks where I'd be like, yo, you know what? Only got $20. That $20, I'm gonna make that $20 look like I got a lot of money. I'm still gonna I can still eat fried chicken, barbecue chicken, baked chicken, chicken with garlic sauce. I can still eat all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to get those certain types of meat. Yeah, what was that meat we were just eating the other day? I had one of some lamb. I wanted lamb the other day, and I went to the store. And when I went to the store, they only had like maybe like two lamb chops, and the two lamb chops I think was about maybe I think mm, about $10, $11 for two lamb chops, but they didn't have three, and they were so small.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking, and I see something that say lamb. What was it? Lamb what?
Riblets, I think.
Riblets. Oh my gosh. It was lamb riblets, y'all.
They was good.
They were lamb riblets. I just learned about these about a month and a half ago.
What is
They
it?
were
It's the was it an African or Jamaican? It's they use it more. I think was it Jamaica when we googled it. I forgot African or Jamaican. I don't know.
it was either or one of those. But the bottom line was that it was still the lamb that I wanted, but it just wasn't a lamb chop. It was still the same meat.
And affordable. I think we ate off of that for what 2-3 days.
And the meat, 2 or 3 days, and it feeded three people.
Mm-hmm.
And this meat was like maybe $8. It was $8, and we had that meat for no, we had it for 2 days. You had made some, and then you had put some to the side that you didn't cook. It was for 2 days. And man, when I tell you, you have to try the lamb riblets. So basically, what I'm telling you that there are many ways to be able to have the same dish that you want, but maybe just change the portion of the cut. You know what I'm saying? Just change the portion of the cut. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's still going to be a lamb. If whether you get a chicken leg or a chicken wing, it's still going to be a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right, wait. That's all you gotta do.
yeah, just get right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, man. What you gotta say to the people though?
Nobody's. Let's.
No, I'm asking you what you gotta say to the people. What's up?
I was about to say it.
So how you feeling? I'm waiting for you.
I feel like live your best life. You're not promised tomorrow. Live it. Live it. Experience everything that you want to experience. Get the comfortability word out of your head. And I'm speaking from experience. I lived, I'm comfortable. I'm okay. I don't, I didn't travel much outside of going back and forth down south visiting the family up and down the East Coast. That was it. It was nothing else that I seen. So just live your best life. Travel. Find a way. That's the best advice I can give you. I can't stress that enough, to be very honest.
All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We are live every Monday at 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? If you would like to see some of my videos or check out some of my merchandise, visit me at goodguidance.biz on Instagram or Came with the Dream on Instagram. You can also check out my website, www.goodguidance.biz. We definitely appreciate those that are watching and even the ones that aren't watching right now that are going to see this later on. We definitely appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Again, we are here every Monday at 8 p.m.
Be a boss.
Marry a boss and build the empire.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. He loves to say peace.